Got a little late start on tonight, just slightly, not very long. The air that went out in my she shed, y'all, so it's burning up in here. So if you hear a little sound in the background, that's the fan. We got up trying to get some of this heat out of here because in Atlanta it is currently, I believe, 87 degrees at 6 o'clock. 87, still at 6 o'clock. So yeah, so it's a hot one here in the city, but also it's doubly hot here in the space. So I'm not gonna hold you long. I wasn't gonna hold you long anyway, even if I wasn't sitting in a den of heat. At any rate, thank you guys for joining us on tonight's week 6 of journaling with Trish in our journey of becoming her. I don't know if I have any um, announcements or not. I don't believe so. If they come to me, I will share them at the end. But as always, make sure you guys go and connect with me, Trish Standley TV, on all social networks. That's Facebook, Instagram, of course, YouTube. Um, but I am on TikTok, just not as Trish Stanley TV. That's sort of like my little playing ground with this AI thing that I have going on. So if you're looking for me on TikTok, just check me out. I think my handle over there is my AI journal over there on TikTok. So, but yes, welcome to this week's uh, Journaling Live with Trish. We are on week 6, which is self worth. I will share that I think I shared last week, um, but I will share I had my first session. I decided to go back to counseling and take care of self. And so I had my first session this week, and it was preliminary, a lot of preliminary stuff, but coming out of it made me really excited to be um, on a full healthy journey. I'm already trying to do other things when it comes to diet, exercise, because I love me some Pilates now. But also spiritual, the whole gamut of who I am as a being. I've been trying to work on, and so in really waiving some things. Um, I've shared on here the stuff I'm going through on my job, and so just being able to learn some new tools so that I can tackle these spurts of life that happen not just to me but to us all. So, and I would implore you, if you feel that there is a need for you to talk to a professional, don't be ashamed. Just go ahead and do what you got to do. It is the epitome of self care, the epitome of it. So I would advise any and everyone who feels that drawing or that need to go ahead. I would also suggest that if you don't even know, I don't know if I'm needed or not. I believe a lot of the consultations are free. Not absolute on that, but if they offer it free, why not test it out? A lot of them, they have assessments and things like that you can do and fill out that will kind of help you determine whether you need to go and speak to somebody. So I just wanted to leave you guys with that. We're going to move it quickly today. As I stated, the air is out in my she shed, and we're working on that. But I don't want to spend any longer in here in this space than I have to. Hey, YouTube, I see you guys over there hanging out. Thank you, Facebook, for hanging out. So we're going to jump right in. Again, we have Becoming Her. It's a 12-week journaling journey. It's hard to say. And it's a prompt book. This is a physical copy. I can have some made for you, but it will be at a cost. But we do have the link available to you. Just go to trishstanley.com and fill in the comment section, and I will shoot you the link for the free downloadable prompt. All right. As we stated, just recapping a little bit, last week was where we learned how to set boundaries. This week, we're going to be talking about self worth. And I want you to, if you don't have the prompt book yet, it's fine. But in your journals for today, I want you to write down how you are feeling today. How are you feeling even in this moment? If you had a moment today, if it's just been an ordinary day before you close your eyes tonight and go to sleep, kind of write down how you felt today. How does today feeling on you? Share that. I think that that's a good exercise to use to be able to start to begin to verbally, verbally and audibly express yourself and express how you are feeling. It's a great exercise. Oh, who is this over here? Somebody over, y'all got to go over to YouTube because it's somebody over here giving some good tea. Hey, okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna start here in a minute. I can't see. I can't see. I can't see. Okay, I'm gonna shoot you out or shot you out at the end because you over there giving some good words. She said, "Becoming her, it's a love story." Oh, you're asking, is it a love story or is it a book? Is that a question? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what they're saying, but anyway, I'll read it and follow it with you. But yes, this is a journaling book. If that's what you're asking, it is a book, but you don't have to have it in print form. It is not about empowering women, but it is a good avenue to help empower women because we are working on our self worth, our self esteem. We're trying to hold on and maintain our softness and be who we are and who we were birthed to be. So, yes, that is what we're doing. There's somebody new over there, y'all. But at any rate, so week 6 is we're going to be talking about self worth. And I want you to write down how you're feeling today. We have four prompts that we're going to be speaking to and working with for this week. And as I always state, this may take you longer than a week. If it takes you longer than a week, that's fine. Your journey and your time is all yours. You have total and complete control of the pace of it. So the very first prompt is, what compliments or affirmations do I struggle to believe about myself? What are you struggling with? I know there is some people, I have a couple of friends who really struggle with getting and receiving compliments, just period. We need to unpackage that. Why is that? Unpack that. Why is that? Why is that happening? Why does that bring up something in you? Not to say we should be arrogant. No way. That's the total opposite of being healthy. There's two parameters to this being overly confident and being arrogant, but then there's being so lowly on yourself that you have an issue and a struggle with seeing the qualities that you naturally possess as such, as quality assets. Okay, so what compliments or affirmations do I struggle to believe about myself? That's number one. Number two, what lies, like LIE, what lies about my worth have I carried too long? A lot of times we think, just, when we're growing up, certain things are said about us and said to us. Some of us may have been bullied in school or teased in school. For me and myself, my personal story of growing up in elementary and middle school, my family was the only people of color. My sibling, other than my siblings, we were the only people of color in my elementary and middle school. And so that came with a lot of teasing, a lot of name calling, a lot of fighting, because yes, ma'am, I was a fighter. But even though you fight, you still internalize a lot of that. And they say, that saying used to say, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never. That's a lie from the pit of hell. I mean, words go deeper than rocks and stones. Rocks and stones, that's exterior and it's going to eventually heal. But those words, it's hard for you to hear those words and it's hard for you to get outside of those words. So, what are you holding on to? That the lie that you're holding on to about your worth, what have you held on for too long? Was it time to let go and let loose of? And even what would that look like once you release that? It's amazing. And then the next prompt is, when do I feel most confident and authentic? Is it some people, they are very confident when it comes to their area of expertise, their education, their calling. Like Some people may feel really confident if they're called to preach, and that's when they feel their most confident. Um, Try to figure out, marinate, and take a trip through your life, and try to jot down when are the moments when you feel the most confident and you feel the most authentic. Okay, and jot that down. What would honoring myself look like this month? What does that look like? How does that book write itself for you, in what it would look like if you honored you? What would that look like? I love this prompt and I love this week. This is almost like the boundary week. You almost want to go into it for 2 weeks. I will not hear, but this is a week that you would actually spend maybe possibly more time in. We are in a society now where everything is plastic, fake, and fluffed up. We are. I mean, we have AI now. We have that can alter your look. We have the filters. That's almost going out of style now because we have AI. What else? We sorry guys, I'm trying to fix this camera. We have we're just coming off of an era where women um, were and are still continually cutting their bodies up to fit a visual mold of what they always thought the body should look and be in order to be deemed and considered beautiful. It's so much worth being put on the outer appearance that we have totally and completely neglected the inner, which is the most important. You heal the inner, you speak and you grow the inner, the outer is going to always automatically come into formation. I know I'm not the most glamorous, beautiful woman in the world, but you can't tell me I ain't cute. And I will tell, and will tell everybody that. And it doesn't matter what you say to me because I am convinced within myself of who I am. I don't need anybody to tell me about Trish because Trish knows about Trish. And it is a ongoing journey. It isn't like, okay, I've arrived and I don't have to do any more work. I don't have to tweak and fix this. I don't have to sew here and because it's not like that journey is over. It's just you get to a certain place in the way you view yourself. This week is about self-worth. It's not about what other people think about you. And once you connect with who you know you are, what everybody else says really is just like water running down your arm. It doesn't even matter. It does not matter. And so I really want us to really spend some time. We won't be able to do it on the live, but I really want you to spend some time on week 5 and week 6 because I believe once you set solid boundaries in your life, then you can really focus on your self-worth. That's why they are a week apart because they're almost like what is it? Grace and mercy. They're like twins. They go together. Once you set a boundary, you're providing yourself with the worth, and it's starting to build the worth that you need for yourself. Anyone who truly, truly, truly loves you, who has your best interest at heart, they may have to learn a new normal, but they should automatically be willing participants in your journey of healing. Okay? Never forget that. Never forget it. And if you have someone who is contrary to your growth, to your healing, baby girl, they are not intended for this journey, this level of your life. And unfortunately, sometimes you got to cut and let some folks go. That's just real as it can get. Guys, I'm authentic on here. I'm going to be honest with you. The things that I'm sharing with you is from a place of love. I'm not on here to be dogmatic with anyone. I'm not here to tell people to end relationships. But if it is harming your self-worth, you've got to really consider it. You've got to pray about it some more, and then make the move that it takes to set that boundary so that you can build the self-worth that you need to be and have in order to go to the next level of maturity and in healing. I thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I do want what you in the reflections for this week. I want you to reflect on what truth surfaced for you this week on this week's self-worth lesson. And I also want you, I forgot to say it on last live, but I want to reiterate it on this live. I'm starting to sweat, y'all. So this we about to end real quick. But anyway, but I want you to reflect the truth that surfaced from this week. And we cannot forget every week, every single day, we have to make a promise to ourselves, because the whole journey of becoming her is we're learning how to keep promises to ourselves. We short ourselves all the time. We're going to always short ourselves. But now we're at a season where we can't do that anymore. It's not just going to benefit us, but it's going to benefit our children and those who love us, because we are able to show up and present ourselves the best us that we can be. So make sure that you make that promise to yourself this whole 12 weeks. See, whether I mention on the live or not, you have got to make promises to yourself and keep those promises. Okay. And then last but not least, the affirmation that I have in here is, I need you to say to yourself in the mirror, or even just saying it to yourself when you get into a certain space in your head, I am worthy of my own love and commitment, because you are. All right, guys, I thank you so much. I love you so much. Remember, week 6 is about self-worth. Week 7 is another twin, but I put them together. And that is faith and trust. So we're going to be talking more on the spiritual side, but also on humanity side, because we need to learn how to trust, especially if we're broken and we're going through a healing process. There is a level of trust that we have to build in humanity. That means anybody who has hurt us, but also we have to build a bigger trust in the God who created us all. So make sure you guys stay locked in for next Thursday at 6 p.m. And once again, make sure you guys connect with me on social media. Go to trishstanley.com to get your free link so that you can follow along in the journal. I love you guys, and we will talk soon. I may make a pause in one of the weeks before we finish, because I do want to give you guys a tour of the She Shed, but I also want to do a session where we just kind of talk, and I want to check in with you guys, those who've been following me each week. I want to check in with you guys and see how you're feeling. Is there anything that you feel is missing thus far? Anything that you feel like I should cover going through this journey? So I haven't gotten it on the calendar yet, but I will plan that. It will probably not be a Thursday, because I don't want to disrupt this 12-week process, but we may add another day just for that. All right, guys. You guys be safe. Please be safe out there. The world is crazy. Folks are mad. But my prayer is that God will continue to cover you, and not just you, but those who you love. And just be easy and take it easy on yourself. Give yourself a break. All right, guys? I love you. Until next week. See you later.